Morning. It's October the 3rd, and we're going to go ahead and do a harvest video on our Georgia Jet vertically grown sweet potatoes. We started these sweet potato slips inside from our last year's sweet potatoes we harvested from this spot, and I believe we planted them mid-May, the slips. I actually have a playlist on our channel of start to finish growing these things. How we got the soil ready, how we planted them, how we strung them up this trellis that's grown all the way up to the gutters. So we're going to go ahead, if you're interested in watching those, it gives all the information on how we did it, how we grow them vertically, and we're going to go ahead and get these harvested today. But the playlist is on our channel, City Lot Gardening, and just go to the playlist tab, and I think it's like 5 videos plus this harvest video. I went through here this morning and I took 4 or 5 bags of the smallest leaves off of these sweet potato plants because sweet potato leaves are edible and they're very delicious. So we eat them all throughout the year. The smaller the leaves, they're better tasting than the real larger leaves, but they all are pretty good. We eat them in soups and salads, and I got 4 or 5 bags off of them. We'll probably put those in the freezer, and I'm going to cut these vines back now to get down to the sweet potatoes, and then we'll start harvesting. Okay, that should get us down there to where we can get to the sweet potatoes. So I'm going to pause this and move the camera and get set up to start digging these guys up. Bear with me for a second. Okay, we're back, and we're going to go ahead and start digging these guys out of the ground and see what we end up with. I'm just going to use my little trowel spade here. I don't use potato forks or shovels or anything like that because I don't want to get in here and damage our sweet potatoes. We want to be able to bring them in and cure them and store them and get the longest possible storage out of these guys. Maybe we'll just sit that right there. We'll see if we can get you down in there to see these guys a little better. All right. Now let's see if we can get these things harvested. Here's our first one. Looks like we got a little bit of bug damage, but that's okay. Back up a little bit. Okay, I believe that's it for plant one, but that's a big bucket of potatoes for one plant. Nice sized potatoes. So we'll move on down. do have some pest damage, but they're still good looking potatoes. All right, move on down. Oh, I broke that one. Gotta be easy digging your potatoes so you don't break them. Okay. That's one full bucket, so we'll see if we can get another container here. And you can see how dry this soil is. We've had a terrible drought this year. We're like 2 inches under rainfall. We did get that, we did get the remnants of that hurricane that came through here, and we got some rain the past 3 or 4 days, but this is just to show you, even after that rain, how dry this soil is. And they're up beside the house with the eaves, so they don't get as much rain as if they were been planted out in the middle of the yard. It's looking like last year's harvest from this exact same area was already looking to be a lot better harvest. We're getting a lot smaller potatoes this year. We got the same amount of vines, but the potatoes are smaller and they're just not as many. But we're going to keep going and see what we end up with anyway. And I think I may go ahead and, if you're new to the channel, I'll go ahead and put last year's harvest video from here, which was really, truly amazing. It was one of our best sweet potato harvest videos since we've been growing sweet potatoes. We thought we would do a little better than what we're doing, but we're not done yet, so let's keep going. Yeah, you can just see how dry this soil is. I probably should have watered a lot more than I did and fertilized a little better, but it is what it is at this point. Got a stubborn one right here. Okay, there we go. Back up a little bit. That's crazy. Just a mass of sweet potatoes. slide you down. We're almost done. Well, they certainly have a lot of roots, just not big potatoes. There's a nice one. Another nice one. All right. Last one. Let's see if I... Okay. Finally a big one. And that's still small compared to last year. Nice size one, but still, it can't beat last year's harvest. All right. Well, There's both containers. And like I say, I wish we would have got less potatoes, but larger potatoes, because your larger potatoes store longer for us, and we're still eating potatoes that we harvested from October 4th, 2023, from last year in this exact row. But we're going to weigh these right now and see exactly how many we got and compare it to last year's grow. So let me weigh this, where I can stick these on the scales. Turn it like that. I just have a set of old bass scales here. We'll see if we can lower this thing without cutting the video off. Hold on, let me pause it. Okay, now we're back. So let's see what we get, or get a close estimate. That's saying 22.8. If you can see that, I can't really get it any lower, the tripod any lower, but that's 22.8. $22.8 less the bucket. So now what I'm going to do is try to set this other container right on top of that bucket. Let me see. Okay. Oh, this is a heavy one. Well, that didn't work, so let me do this a different way. Let's tear that out. Try this again. Still showing 22.8. So let me do this. Okay. Now empty the bucket. That's 48.2. If you can see that. I know it's upside down and I apologize. Let's see if I can move you. Now that says 50. So we'll do it one more time. Okay. 48.4. So we're just going to call it 48. Okay, we got a 48 and 22. So that's around 70 pounds. So 70 pounds minus the buckets or the containers. So that's not too bad. But last year in this area, we ended up with 95 pounds. We re-amended the soil this year. I've got all of those videos in the playlist. We had an extremely terrible drought this year, and I probably should have watered more, and I probably should have fertilized more, but I basically just put the fertilizer in the soil and let her rip. And that's what I did last year, but we ended up being like 20-some pounds short. But we can't complain. We got a harvest, and these I'm already seeing are not going to last us as long as last year's harvest. We are still eating the potatoes from last year, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something here. Here's the ones from last year that are still good. Now they are sending out some slips, but they're still edible. And you can see how nice and big still these potatoes are from last year's harvest. We just ate some of those yesterday. We just ate some of these sweet potatoes yesterday, harvested October 4th, 2023. We cured them, and then we put them in our back bedroom. We have videos on our channel showing how we cure our sweet potatoes and get them to last. You want to eat up all your smaller ones first because they will not store as long as these large ones. But this is a year. Or these sweet potatoes have lasted a year in storage, and they're still good. You can see that. It's just sending out slips because the little light's coming through the room. I probably should go ahead and get another curtain up on our bedroom, but these are still good. We just ate some yesterday. That's a year in storage. Last year we got 95 pounds. I'm going to put that video up in the playlist too to show you a comparison. And this year we got 70 pounds, which, you know what? I guess it's better than not having anything at all. And with the way things are going now and the prices at the market, if you can grow anything yourself and the Lord blesses you with the harvest, you're ahead of the game. And we're certainly blessed. And we appreciate all you guys for watching. And we didn't do as well as last year, but we still got something. So if you like our videos and our content, please give us a thumbs up and share the videos. We'd appreciate it. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And always, thanks for watching.